So it's time to take the big decision: which college, which course, which career. So there'll be a lot of pressures. There'll be a lot of questions from every member of the family, from friends, and they'll be telling you, do this, do that. How do you decide? This is the time when you really need to decide, because that kind of charts your course for the rest of your life. One of the there are obviously various ways. I mean, you can do an online study, you can do an online research, you can ask people who you can ask seniors, you could do a recce, you could explore LinkedIn, and there's so many traditional ways. But there is also a mindset method that you could try. It's called the first principle technique, first order thinking. You might have heard about it, you could Google it, but the essence of it is to ask a series of at least five whys, 5 questions. With these questions, they better be why, because that'll give you the maximum clarity. But you could have a few wheres and a few whom's and a few how's also. Let's take an example. Somebody tells you have to do engineering. Ask why. I mean, if your future goal is to do something in a field like coding, in a field like programming, then is engineering really the best choice? Why can't you do a BCA? Why can't you do an even less obvious stream, like perhaps an entrepreneurship course? I mean, today it's all about skills and hands-on experience. Somebody asks you need to go to the best college, one of the top 10 colleges in your city. Ask why. Nowadays there is increasingly the boundaries between great colleges. The great colleges are still great, but the boundaries are blurring. There are various other, whether it is online tutorial, whether it is workshops, whether it is entrepreneurship opportunities, internship opportunities, whether there are groups in cities, groups in societies in your city that teach you hands-on skills. There are various other ways to learn. So you could supplement. You could go to a college which is perhaps not the best in your city, but you could supplement your education. You could complement your learning with a variety of other sources, communities, be a part of groups and activities, so and so on. So ask why there also. Somebody tells you need to be a millionaire by 35, and that's a trending. That's trending these days, and with all these entrepreneurs around. Ask why. I mean, you could take your little time, and you could plan out a career that doesn't hit the that doesn't really that really basically carries a gestation period that maybe that's a more leisurely but a more rewarding and a more fulfilling way of exploring your passion and doing what you really like. So there are no rules, but we tend to forget that, especially in a time of panic, and especially in a time when we don't have a lot of clarity, a lot of helpful resources. There's a lot of data, and that only confuses adds to the confusion. So this 5 principle thinking, the first order thinking, what it does is it, apart from lending clarity, because the whole idea is to keep asking questions till you get to the bottom of it, till you get to the bottom of the logic, till you can see clearly the bottom of the lake, so to speak. So what it does, it adds clarity to your thinking. It also reduces pressure, unnecessary pressure. I mean, you don't really need to do a lot of things that you are told that you need to do. And it's all about answering to yourself. I mean, these are questions that you ask yourself. So and there's nobody listening, there's nobody judging. So you have that mental space to really think and arrive and ask yourself a few very brutal and very hard questions that probably others will not, and arrive at answers that are honest, that are true, that actually will help you in the long run. And that's one of the so Socrates, the great philosopher, Greek philosopher, he was a fan of this kind of this approach. So try the first order thinking. Keep asking whys, keep asking questions till you arrive at some kind of clarity that makes sense to you.